Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's evening when I'm recording this, so that's why I'm saying that. I've done a few of the event runs, and I decided I'd jump on one of my event runners, run the event, and then go do some incarnate stuff, because he's pretty light on incarnates. Do a little overview, and we'll do a deep dive into incarnates eventually. But Lightening Rod here. I logged in and checked. And to look at your incarnates, you go into the Power tab and then Incarnate Abilities. And then under Equip, it will show you your status. I have my alpha unlocked on him. There's a mission arc that you can do to get the alpha unlocked pretty easy. There's a hard mission in there, but it's not that hard, and you can auto-complete if you're finding it tough, or get some help. Call out in looking for group or help channel, and somebody will help you if you're not a tank, because there's in the mission you have to take on an elite boss, Vanguard, Traitor, and the weakened honoree, and they're pretty rough, man. The Vanguard, coffee. The Vanguard EB can X you or debuff you, however you want to look at it, and it's pretty rough. And if you get it, I try to pull them back, and then if I get that super debuff on, it lasts a couple minutes. I'll usually wait. Sometimes you can get some rickety ambushes, which aren't too bad, but I'll wait till that goes away. You can run back to the Vanguard compound and get it turned off, but by the time you do that, it's almost done. And to me, it's just like, it's a double-edged sword, so I just wait it out. And then I take on the honoree. But yeah, some people find that mission a little rough for non-tank classes, so yeah. But can be done, and you get a team, or get a, if you're a DPS and you just can't survive, say, I'm looking for a tank to tank these two guys in the Alpha Unlock mission in Rickety Warzone, and hey, can anybody give me a boost? And I mean, 9 times out of 10, if I'm on and I see that, I'll either tell them, hey, I'm almost done with something, I can definitely switch over, or if I'm on my tank, go do it, because it's not that hard. It doesn't take very long, and that's one thing about our community. On City of Heroes, there's a lot of people that will help you out, as long as you ask nicely in chat, and do the same when needed. But yeah, so this will tell you my alpha's unlocked, my judgment interface are at 54 and 53%. The other 3 are not unlocked. These unlock at the same rate, pretty much. This one's up a little because probably I defeated somebody that got a little more to the judgment than the interface, so those will even out with the next couple of defeats. I'm going to go ahead and craft this before I go do the event mish right quick, and then we'll go to Dark Astoria, or if I don't have Dark Astoria opened up, we'll run through that little quick arc to get to Dark Astoria and start with Heather Townsend. Woohoo! But I can also check on contacts right quick and see. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I might not have it open yet, which that's a short little mish, or yeah, Yeah, there it is. So this is the opening one, threatening Arachno's message, Dark Astoria. So yeah, we'll have to open it up, no big deal. Oh, I'm going to craft that, create that, and that's combat abilities. There we go. So, I would probably do cardiac. And these are the components using the incarnate shards, or if you do eye trials and stuff. So I hardly ever do that. So I need this recipe, supercharged capacitor, detailed report, and biomorphic goo. Those are all commons, 20, 40, 60. I got 179 thread, so I'll be able to craft that. No problem. And now I forgot what I need. Supercharged, detailed, and biomorphic. Supercharged is the last one on the list. Create. Biomorphic goo, and then I totally forgot what the detailed report. Okay. Sometimes my brain. So create all three of those. They're in your incarnate. Salvage. Go back to the create. Now it's all highlighted. You create it, and boom, there it is. I can actually probably create the next one because I've got 80. I'll be one short, so I'll just wait and see what thing I get for the end arc for Heather Townsend, because it'll give you a piece of this potentially. It'll give you minimum of a common and up to a super rare, and this is just an uncommon, a cytolytic, so it's under the uncommon. Should be at the one at the top. There's not as many pieces as the other one, and yeah, see it costs, oh, it's 60, so I could still do this right now because that's just 60, 80, 100. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that right now. So that was cytolytic, genomic, and supercharged. So we'll get the cytolytic, genomic. They're in alphabetical order. And supercharged is the last one. And now I can go ahead and craft that one. And always double check and make sure you're done before you slot it, because if I went, I created this one and then I slotted it, and then I'm like, oh, I got enough stuff to do the second one. You're gonna have to wait 15 minutes to slot it because you just slotted something in it already. So there we go. Double click on it. It slots it in there. This is an auto power, so it doesn't go on your tray. Judgment is a click. Lore is a click, you spawn your guys. Destiny is a click. Hybrid does have a passive auto, but it also is a click, and all the interfaces are just passive, and the alpha is passive. So now it should be in my tracked, and there it is. I'm finally an incarnate on him. So we're gonna run the event right quick, since that won't take very long. I might have should have went agility on him to get his recharge done faster, because he's electric. He has some pretty good recoup, but yeah, we'll just go with cardiac for now. We can always craft another one later. And I didn't get positioned in time. Kind of took a couple days off of running these because I was kind of burnt out a little. Played a couple other games. Of course, posted a couple other videos for that. Got back into it because of the patch for Hogwarts Legacy. it's not working exactly as it sounded like it was, but I have to check a few things out. I thought we were technically getting 4 more slots for characters, but technically not. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess you've got so many save slots you can make other characters, and then they'll just overwrite, I guess. I don't know. I mean, depends on which one you're currently doing. Hit the button there, is back alley. But yeah, I have to do a little more research into that, if that's the way it works, man. That's the way it works. And I'll create another 3 more characters, 1 for each house, and then I'll have a male female cadre for all the 4 houses. And then I started playing Path of Exiles 1. I played it in the past for a little bit. It wasn't bad. I keep hearing good things about it. And we downloaded it and got through the first act. I think I recorded any of that because I've never played it before. It wasn't too bad. It was very Diablo-esque. And I loved the first 3 Diablo games. I didn't start playing 3 till almost a year later, I think, maybe at least 6 months later after launch, because I knew launch was going to be horrible, and I didn't really. I keep hitting 5 instead of 6. Come on. Because of the always-on feature and the real money auction house, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. And yeah, there were a lot of bugs and patches and griefing and B&M'ing and things for bitching and money. If you're anywhere, you know, it just. I'm glad I missed out on that first 6 months, I guess, or a year. I think after I started playing. But then I've been following it, and they were like, yeah, we got most of the stuff fixed. Everybody seems to think that it's in a really good state now, so then I finally bought it. Oh, wow. That's what I get for not paying attention. And I'm right by Manicore. Come on, Manicore, run away or something. Move so I can res. If not, it doesn't matter. They'll take you out. I can just sit here and sip my coffee and talk. But yeah, I finally started playing it and enjoying it. And I got, I don't know if I posted a video on that. I don't think I had. I think I only have 2 character slots left on that for the maximum of whatever it is, 16 characters or something. And all of them but a couple are capped. I play seasons, and I made a second hardcore because my first one died. And before it even hit 70, I slow rolled through and played just every now and again. Bit off a little more than I could chew, and bought the farm, so I made another one. Had a witch doctor I got for like 62 or 63, and there we go. Now I can use. But then I decided to make, even though they're not as durable as they were, they're still pretty durable. I made a Crusader, and I've got them to 70 and done some greater riffs and a few other things, and just kind of play Probably make another Witch Doctor Hardcore and maybe maybe Necro. I don't know, man. I don't have that many slots. I basically got 2 of every character except for, wow, there it did it again because I wasn't paying attention to him himself. Yeah, he's not incarnated out, so he has a little survivability issue in the major threat when I'm not paying attention and don't hit my heal button. This Liberty's really badass as well, so I could have went with my power surge and survived. But again, I wasn't paying attention because I'm yakking. But yeah, I really like Diablo 3. I tried the first free trial of Diablo 2, or Diablo 4, I mean, and you could get to like level 10, I think, or maybe 20, I can't remember, when you had a weekend. I got to level 7, and I was like, it reminded me too much of Path of Exiles, the color palette, just the style and stuff, and to me it just wasn't Diablo. The only thing that was Diablo was the music. So yeah, that's just, it's ridiculous. So, I never got to the level cap, and I didn't finish out the free play time. They've had a couple others in between there, and there was one time where I'm like, man, maybe I should try it again just to see. Well, I think it was just after the new expansion, so I thought maybe they changed a few things, and I'm like, nope, not gonna do it because Blizzard ain't getting any more of my money, just because of some of their practices and stuff. So yeah. Some of the people they have on staff and some of the comments that they make, and they have no repercussions for wishing great bodily harm on certain people, which, even if some of those people are stupid and wrong, they should not wish great bodily harm on anybody. So yeah, Blizzard isn't getting any more of my money. The only reason I play Diablo is because I bought it way back. Not first at the very first part of it, but soon after, moderately soon after, 6 months to a year after launch. And I mean, that's why I don't play WoW anymore, except for on a private server. So yeah. So let's go drop our stuff off, accept that fortune, and we'll start our little incarnate journey, and you guys can see the beginnings of that. Well, the real beginning is just starting the alpha slot, which I've already done on him, and I'll do that eventually on some of my other characters. We'll get a video of that. That's through Ouroboros. A mission, the story arc through Ouroboros, but yeah. That's your alpha unlock arc, and then once you do that, you unlock Dark Astoria. Oh shoot, he's my carrier for all this stuff. So now I have to find the last one, which should be that one, and recharge. Yeah. I wonder how many. Let's see here. These are all end recharges, I'm sure, and I got 13 of them. Oh, I got a lot of end recharges. Yeah, that's the most. 1. And damage recharge. Okay. I got more of those than those. I guess I could put... Really, man? I got that many in recharge? Good lord. I guess I could cap up the end recharge to be in line with the damage recharge by putting 4 more in there. That way I know. I really need to get some more of these first 3, because I just got one of these just before, and now I can have 4 full sets, which isn't bad. It's quite good, actually. So did I get? Nope. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we can go to contacts, and that was close to the bottom. Investigate this, and you open the threatening letter. Operative Castrum. So, it wants you to speak to Arbiter Deus, however you want to pronounce his last name, in Granville. So we'll go Granville. I've done this a lot. I knew that's where we were going to go. So we'll just use the old base teleporter. Base teleporter in Granville is right outside the main square, main big tall building with the big tall statue of Recluse. And Arbiter Dallas is right in the front of the smaller statue of Recluse with the other 4 patrons around him. And you can pick 3 different options, just flavor text. You know, he threatened to kill me. And you get a little different flavor text, and then you can also ask about what the situation is in Dark Astoria to get more information. And then basically he just tells you to go find him and figure out why the heck an unsanctioned hit was put out on you by an operative of Arachnos. So we'll go find out. And then you spot Castron going into one of the buildings in the slums. So now you gotta get down into the slums. Which to me, this isn't the slums. The slums are down in the gutter. But oh well. And surprisingly, this looks exactly like the hero side once you go in, nearly. It's a T hallway with a door on one side. Oh, hit the wrong button. Thought I clicked the lower one. And yeah, you just go into the door. Can zoom in a little bit here. I love this door. It looks exactly like my security screen door I have on my tiny home. It's pretty funny. And it doesn't, once you go in, it's kind of like, oh, there's no, you just have to look around and figure out that there's no clickable anywhere in there. So you go in this room and suddenly you can click on this door. Done this about 20-30 times. And then you go in and now your map's unavailable if you revealed like I did. And it's just got question marks, but you can see, oh, there's a guy with, that's just question marks. So you click on him and you ask, where did Operative Castrum go? And he says, gives you the information. And then there's 2 things. Who are you? No one. I was someone once, but now I am no one. Blah, blah, yada, yada. What do you mean? The man remained silent, refusing to answer. And then you can click on the where am I, which you had at the first one. And blah, blah, blah. What is it? And now you're back to who are you. So take a sip of coffee, hit leave, because if you go through, he's not going to tell you anything else. And then you just have to look around again for something to click on. Nothing to click on. Nothing to click on. Oh, and boom, you get really close to the whatever flower bud head thing is, and you just pop into this corridor with the weird growths on the wall and the gooey stuff, and then you just keep going down the corridor. You see the weird red things floating, and the next thing you know, you're falling. And fortunately, Cthulhu-esque tentacles, they grab you, and you get teleported to Dark Astoria. And you fall, and it's nice. They detoggled you of all your toggles, but at least you took no fall damage. There are baddies all around, not super close to this location because you're by a rune circle. So that's a bonus. Get all your toggles back on. Look around, and it says, look around for any clues. Look for any clues nearby. And on your map, you'll notice a little abandoned car. And you just highlight that, and it'll point you on your HUD and on the ground where it's at. Super jump over there. Oh, I should replan my stuff because I combined the thing and made a bounce back. So let's get a bounce back. And get a couple endies. Take a breathers if I got any, which I should. Have at least a couple, maybe, please. If not, I can convert. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3 is what I need. There's my usual complement loadout. Let's go check out this abandoned car. See, there's bad guys all over the place. You know, not crazy. So you click on the car. Oh, I got interrupted because I twitched. There we go. Now we're investigating. Clue found. Get information from Circle of Thorns and Dark Astoria. Okay, so 100 yards that way. There's some baddies. We didn't aggro them. Oh, yeah, we did. Alright, let's go. Let's just take them out. We'll get a little XP. And you start earning XP towards your incarnate. You get your standard experience, and then you get your experience split between the two that you have. And we'll talk to the cowering, lost, ruined mage. And now that we're in a semi-morality type situation, there's... and it's all flavor. It has nothing to do with your morality level and changing your, you know, from villain to rogue, rogue to vigilante, vigilante to hero. You can go from rogue to hero too. It just, you know, it doesn't really matter. But coffee's almost getting cold, so I'm gonna drop it down. Finish it off. Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, you can rough up the mage, or you can just try to calm him down, and I'm just here for information. And, you know. And now again, can this power be harnessed? Or how can we stop this? You know, it's all, you get different flavors of information, and then now you get your Maharaj, and he's over there. So now he gave you a mission to go speak with Heather Townsend, and then it tells you here he is a repeatable daily. Well, you can repeat it more often than daily, but oh, excuse me, you don't get as much thread if you do it more than once a day. So you can get 10 threads a day, or if you do it more often, you get 2 threads. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I had to do that. 5 merits or a super inspiration. I need to take my allergy meds, I guess. One moment, please, while I take my Flonase. Oh, Lord. Not springtime yet, but close enough. Been warming up here. I have to trim my trees before it gets too warm. And yeah, we're a single super inspiration. So I don't do his missions very often unless I'm just a little short and I want to create a incarnate. I'll come do his mission right quick. It doesn't take very long. You don't have to come over here either. He will be a call contact. Probably at the bottom. Oh, maybe not. There he is. He isn't a call contact yet, but once you do the Heather arc, he'll be a call contact, and the Heather arc doesn't take very long. You can speed run it in 15 minutes. But because, like I've said in the past, I'm wanting the experience to unlock stuff, I won't speed run it right now. I won't speed run it until I get all my stuff unlocked. Oh, I just missed her. Oh well, not bad. Once I get everything unlocked and I'm just wanting the incarnate component from the end bonus, then I'll speed run it. And like I say, 15 to 20 minutes. It used to be you could only do that once a day, but now they lifted that restriction. And if you want to do it 5 times in a row right quick to get 5 pieces of components for your incarnate, do it. I mean, I've done it in the past, and I don't think they've changed it. So click on her since you're a villain, and she doesn't really like villains. She's gonna scoff at you a little bit and tell you to stay back. I don't know why the runes aren't stopping you. I don't want to fight, or I'll fight you if I have to. Blah blah blah. And then, you could keep with the villain line. I wish I could take credit, but it was not my doing. Or try to go a little different way if you're a vigilante or a rogue. But I'm just gonna pick that. It's like, okay, whatever. Then I'm here to save the day. I'm playing the role of hero today again. And what about tomorrow? This place is full of sin. You need me here to help you with the fight. So yep, blah blah. And you tell about how the rune circles keep the other people back, so it's kind of a safe haven, and it's just information. And then now you finally get the mission, and of course you can also sell stuff at her. She's a store, like most contacts are. Tells you to go find Kadabra and Sigil. Do I have anything to sell? I do have one thing, so let's just get rid of it. There we go. And yeah, it's just right behind her, not very far. Turn my jump back on. And through a little cave doorway, bad guys. I'm just gonna jump in. Yeah, don't worry about them. Usually, I'll just jump in the mission. Sigils right by the door, usually immediately to your right. She's gonna be like, stay back, you know, even if you're incarnate. But again, you can pick the path of whichever one. Get all the flavor text. You know, tell her I'll see what's going on. Get out of here. Stay safe. Well, blah blah blah. Whatever. Do the revealio. It shows you the hand of Artemis that you're supposed to find on the map. And then you can just work your way through the cave system. Probably some guys right up here. Yep, there we go. Oh, I should have turned my thing up. Man. Because I'm at -1. We'll go +1. So the next ones will be a little better for XP. I could probably go +2. We'll see how this one goes. And the next one goes. There's some more over here. At least the whites aren't blue, because I was at negative. This won't go into effect usually till your next mission, unless you want to go out of the mission and reset. Select another task and blah blah blah. Reset the mish. Not so worried about it, so yeah, I don't need to go out and reset, even though I was right about it. I don't have to eke out every teeny bit of experience all the time. I just like to. More about convenience and efficiency. And sometimes setting it at a lower level and getting it done faster, your XP per hour or minute or whatever is actually at a better rate. But I ain't gonna crunch all those numbers and try to figure that out. That's, I mean, sometimes that's fun, but other times it's like, I'd rather just play the game. There she is, surrounded by a bunch of dead hands of Artemis, or I mean, Knives of Vengeance, not Knives of Vengeance, Knives of Artemis, there we go. Knives of Vengeance are the other faction that these guys are turning into. And you talk to her, she tells you there's the Knives of Vengeance, the ones that are traitors to the Knives of Artemis, and now she's going to get chomped by the Mott Mouth, the Mouth of Mott, or whatever you want to call it. And now you have to defeat the Knives of Vengeance assassin, which is marked on the map probably way at the end. Yep. Probably about 6 or 8 groups in between to get some tasty XP for your incarnate slots. In the speed run, you just run past them, de-aggro, and you can just get to the end. You get to the cowering Knives of Artemis person, click on her, you know, and then you just run through these guys, get to the end, take out the assassin, and you're done with this first mish in the heart. Pretty quick, pretty painless. Second one might be a defeat all, kind of. I can't remember. I've done it a lot, but I've done a lot of missions a lot, so sometimes they run together. But we'll find that out here in a minute. I think there's one in that's a defeat all, kind of. No, the next one isn't a defeat all, but you end up defeating a lot of the guys along the way, because I think there's 3 clickies And if you want to get the badge stuff, you gotta talk to Belrose, and then the next one you have to talk to Detective Hop. That one's not a defeat all, but you have to defeat so many of the lieutenants, 3 of them and their minion around them to get the credit for those. And then if you save Detective Hop and talk to him in the final arc with the Dream Doctor, you'll get a badge, Incarnate Rival for the Belrose arc, and Buddy Cop for the Detective Hop arc, sub arc in the missions, because I don't think you have to save them the second time for the badge, but there's another time you run into them. I always try to just run into them, do it, but you might not have to. I mean, again, there are times when I speed run to do certain things, and other times where I just like playing, so I'll just go through and do full clears and just for fun. So there's the assassin. She's not exactly on the point usually, because there's different spawn points in here. Sometimes there's a few other people around her, sometimes not so close. Yeah, see, they're back there. And sometimes they're right close, so you know. I'll probably go back and grab that one group, because there's a lieutenant in it I saw. But that ends the mission. Yeah, I'll get some more XP because this is a lieutenant with 1 minion. And I'm trying to get this stuff unlocked. And, I mean, I don't have a ton. You know, I was at like 54, so didn't get a ton of unlocked, but we'll get more now that we're at +1. So, exit. And it won't take much longer to run through them. These guys are still here. Run away a little bit. They're too busy. So yeah, you have to go back to Heather and speak with her. You don't have the call button yet, and sometimes on the mission you still have to go back even if you got the call button. So more text. Did Sigil follow him? Of course you did. Got the next mission, investigate the Dark Astoria building. Over there, not very far. Couple jumps away. Maybe one if you got some enhancements in your stuff. So this one, yeah, this is the group. You have 3 Knives of Vengeance leaders to find clues from, find Sigil and Kadabra, and one of them is right there. Usually if you get close and they say something, they're probably one of these groups that you want. Not always, because sometimes patrols and stuff do that, but if it's a lieutenant like this and they say something like that seems to be pursuant to the mission or the text, that storyline, there's a good chance that they're one of the ones you need. And she's got 2 guys with her, the one's not so close. So see, it didn't count yet because you haven't taken this aspirant, or I haven't taken this aspirant out yet. Now once she goes down, it'll probably say 2 Knives of Vengeance leaders to find clues from, and you get a clue. So hey, wow, imagine that. Donut room, I call this. It's not really a room, but it's a corridor, and it's got a hole in it, so I call it the donut room. Colloquially, that's one of my things. Now there's usually a group down on the front here, and there's no lieutenant with it. Oh, see, we got a little close, and now we got a chat bubble. They're probably on this other side up there. Yes, there they are. So, oh man, bad jump, John. There we go. And there's another lieutenant. So, we'll take them out. Let's see, yeah, they're orange, so I get more XP, and these guys are yellow, so I get more XP for them, and that's what I want. Oh man, she healed. Just more damage done for that badge. I try to look on the bright side of most stuff. There's so many crazy badges in this game. Should be under achievements. This is the achievements are what I call the tier badges, because you know, for getting level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then all the different points of damage damage. So there's 5 or 6 different ones here. I've done, this was probably 250, it's probably 500,000 million. There might be 2 or 5 million, and then a 10 million or so deal damage. I'm already through the 3rd one of that. Defeats, falling in battle. Looks like I've done all of those. Either that or it's debt, but I think the debt is not that. I think this is a separate one. Heal. You can get this eventually once you take the rebirth thing in the incarnate. You can start healing people, even as a tank, and you'll start getting stuff toward this. This is another one that tanks don't get a lot without. I've farmed this. It's easy to farm once you, or if you want to do, you know, if you kind of want to get the badges and you don't have anything else you really want to do that day, but you kind of want to work on some of these badges, you can do those and then go into missions and turn some of your stuff off and let yourself get slept, held, immobed, whatever. Earning influence in the game. I only got 2 of those. The next one's 10 million. You know, so on and so forth. The achievement one is what I call the tier badges, because some of them have multiple layers. This is the one for souvenirs. Under clues, your souvenirs. So you have your various souvenirs from various arcs. I've showed this before a little bit, but this guy has a few. I think it goes up to 200. I think there's a 50, 100, and then I think it jumps from 100 to 200. And then badges themselves. There's badges for collecting badges. Go figure. I think it's 2. Well, it's not. I don't think it's 2. It's 2. Then I think it's 5, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, I believe, is the tiers on that for those. So, yep, that's just that. So yeah, I cleaned them out, so only one more to go. It's probably on the next floor. There's guys down here, and I want that XP, so I'm going to go down and take them out. I want the XP for my slots, my incarnate slots to unlock. So yeah, I'm going to beat them up. Dual pistol back there, she's on poison bullets. I get the green miasma on my head because she's shooting me with poison bullets. Give me back my bullets. Okay. No more Leonard Skinnard. I don't want to get copyright strike. No more guys on this side. I didn't think there would be. So yep, go to Vader's. And get immediate text. So there we go. Ooh, nice, a red one. Nobody up top. Yeah, so this will be our last one of these. She gonna get me some XP. Oh shoot. Got detoggled and forgot to turn that on. On a staff fighter, there's 3 different perfections, mind, body, and soul. Once you perform certain levels of attack, you get this highlighted one. It does more damage because it's... There we go. And I got the final clue. Now I got, ooh, question marks, which is a hidden thing to do in here. And that's the detective hop. The next one will fight some Sioux. We'll have to click on some glowies, and Belrose will be in there. I thought the Belrose one was first, but the detective hop one is first for Buddy Cop. But again, you won't get the badge yet. You have to free him. He's right there. He's always in this back little end room thing, and there'll be a lieutenant with him and a minion. Take him out. You click on hop, get a little flavor text. He'll run away, and then you find him again in another mission. He'll do the same thing, and then the final time is in the last arc with Dream Doctor. You find him again. He'll be unconscious on the floor. Reactivate his med porter, and you'll get Buddy Cop. In that last one, sometimes he's really hard to find because he's prone on the floor. And the last floor of that one, the floor is half full of water. Ooh, nice, another XP with the red one. Yeah, he can be a little tough to see because the light level is really low, and unless you turn your gamma way up, it's hard to see. But they've been not sticking him in the water lately, so I don't know if people complained about it. And ooh, another red one. Yeah, see, I get 2,100 for them. Nice. But yeah, he can be a little tough, like I say, to see in those. But lately he's been on the upper floors, not the flooded floor, so it's been a lot easier. I don't think there's anybody else in here. I don't think there's anybody back there. Where's the beef? Oh, the madness of the 80s television commercial. For reference, that was an old, not Whataburger, but Wendy's commercial. A couple of ladies going in to get a burger, and they're complaining because the burger patty's so small. Where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there. And you're going to get 2 little ambush spawns after they get through their text. From the left first, then the right is usually the way it goes. A couple banished pantheons. Usually a shaman and one of the crab dudes. Sometimes it's 2 shamans. Sometimes it's 2 crab dudes. Can't think of their name now. Not the defilers. Well, unless it's the lieutenant. No, it's going to be all shaman. Shaman, however you want to say it. I guess it depends upon where you're from. Once you clear them, then you gotta go talk to Sigil again, and there's extra flavor text. What do you mean when you talked about pain? You don't have to pick that one if you've done it, gone through everything. You know, you can just ask for about not. And then again, like, what did your husband do? Or you can just say, okay, I'll go look into the Sioux. And that's the one where you get Belrose. And we're getting ready to do that one, because we're going to get through the whole thing in this video. And even though I'm running through it, not speed running, I'm going through it pretty quick because I've done it before, but we're at 55 minutes. And I did the other stuff before I even started this and went through the initial opening of Dark Astoria. So you can see it doesn't take a ton of time. Take a little longer if it's your first time through and you're reading all the text and you know, getting all the backstory and stuff like that, and that's fine. Play how you like, play what you want, play how you want. Here we go, we're on the third mish. Get a jump on City of Heroes. What? Yeah, I love some of their tongue-in-cheek ad stuff, and like the out front steak house, or in front steakhouse, which is a play on Outback, and then the one for In-N-Out Burger. I can't remember the name of that one. No map available. I still do the reveal because it'll show it once you get through the door. And you'll get some chat between Shirako, Ice Minstrel, and Move Orkin, and Hua Tove from the Sioux, and they'll retreat, and then you talk to him. And if you're on a hero or vigilante, you won't have to fight him. If you're on a villain or rogue, you'll have to fight him. You can try and say, I'm not here to fight. But he'll be like, whatever, I'm going to fight you, and then you have to fight him. Not a big deal, just more XP. Or if you want to just have the XP, and even on the hero side, you can just be like a butt to him and say, what do you mean, I'm an incarnate? Don't you know I'm an incarnate? I'm going to fight you. And then you just continue on. You look around. Eventually you find that the door is clicky, and you go, and now you're in the main warehouse. Sometimes there's a glowy right here in the junction. There'll be Sioux all up and down the corridor. When you speed run, you just go through looking for the glowy, fight the guys where you have to. There's usually at least one in this room with Belrose up in this top mezzanine corner. Always up there. Sometimes there's two glowies in here, and then you're done with the glowies. Sometimes there's two glowies here, one here, or none here, and then one back here. So those are the spawn locations for the glowies at the junction, and then in the bigger rooms. Sometimes you can get done without, or you can get the glowies all done, but then the defeat the head of the Sioux safe house, he's always back here. Sometimes he's up top before you get into the main room, part of the room, and sometimes he's front or back, or north or south in the big room. It can vary. So, of course, I'm doing clears, so I'm going to fight everybody all the way. Take a little longer. I want that XP for my unlocks. Didn't check after the last mission. Probably, yep, I was going to say it's 60%. Should get like 63 to 65% from in here. It depends upon the level of spawn. If I get XP spawns or just standard spawns. I mean, you'll get some XP spawns, you know, but how many of the bigger spawns, how many reds will I get as opposed to oranges on the lieutenants? Most of the minion will be yellow. might occasionally get an orange minion. I think we did back there, maybe. In that first group of 3 we got, I think they were actually orange, which was nice. Let's see, it was 564, 564. Yeah, 7. So yeah, they were orange. So yeah. I don't particularly enjoy fighting Sue. They're my least favorite. I don't hate them, but some of the ink men, they have genetics, and they'll debuff you with speed siphon, and then you run really slow. And if they get some stacks on you, and there's a glowy, like they just did there, although they did the siphon power. Oh no, there they did a siphon speed. They get multiples on you, you go really slow. The siphon power is you don't do as much damage. So yeah, there's a chest. Ooh, nice red sorcerer. We will not take him out yet because we're going to go down this corridor and finish the other room. And there's one of the clues. But yeah, they'll make you, if you get 2 or 3 stacks of siphon speed or siphon power, or both, depending upon how close some of the groups are, you're going to be barely running, and you're not going to be doing a lot of damage until it wears off. And that's the little thing for them. They do that air grab thing, and the power comes off, and that's either the siphon speed or siphon power. There, right there. And there's the other one. I mean, you can have resistance and some other stuff and mitigate it somewhat, but you can tell I'm not running quite as fast as I was. Oh, here the glowy, no big deal. Take care of these guys. Toss these guys over in between here. Oh, come on, hit the right button. Oh, I'm blocked. And do the AoE, make him fall down. Although Farfire didn't want to fall down, but that's fine. He's almost taken out. Oh, there. Turn back on. There's a bookcase. Am I gonna get it off before they shoot me? No. Okay. Oh, come on. There, yeah. Oh, and then I got the guy over there targeted, not going around because the tab targeted him, not the guy closest to me. Ay. My only major gripes about this game, but it's nothing that they can really fix per se. It's just how the mechanics run with some of the targeting, and I complain about it. That if you change it to closest targeting in the options, it still just doesn't quite work. Very intuitive, so I just deal with it, and, you know. Sometimes I don't use the tab. If you just double punch, like to take a guy out, and nobody else is targeted. If you just hit a attack power, it targets the closest guy to you. So if you double punch it, that button, it'll target him and attack him all in the same go round. So up in the top corner of the mezzanine, there's Belrose, and there should be a high level lieutenant. Usually, if you bumped it up. Yep. This Skyfall. Level dude, and here's one minion. And then just talk to Madame Belrose, and she'll run away, and you'll meet her again. And then a final time during the last arc, and then you'll get the incarnate rival badge. Now there's just one item and the guy to defeat. Teleport away, Sork, because you're a dork. Once this guy gets down in health, the sorcerer will come back and try to heal him. But I was fast enough, dropped him down, and the Sork didn't even make it back. Because he's not a very nice guy to his fellow Sioux friend. Oh well. At least I can say that. Come on. Come on. Come around so I can use my AoE. There we go. I took him out first, but oh well. At least I got some extra hits. Get some of the guys. Can get it off again. Yep. While it's still buffed. We got 4 stacks of siphon, 5 stacks of siphon power. Oh, another Sork. Can get 7 in him before. Yeah, he's still TP'd out. Come back and try to heal him. He got the heal off. Dang it. Oh. Now he's gonna run away again because he was getting hit. But his guy's gone and down now, so he'll come back because he's like, oh, I'm a bad lieutenant. I didn't heal my dude enough, and oh well. But on staff fighting, you get these 3 things, and there's various extras to a particular move, depending upon if you're mind, body, or soul. Kind of like on the dual pistol, you have access to cryo rounds, fire rounds, pyro rounds, whatever they call them, and poison rounds. So, yeah. An hour and 10 minutes in. Almost done with this one. And I think the finale's next, so that's not too bad. Spent at least 15 minutes on the opening stuff before I even got into this arc. And I've been talking a lot. Not going through as fast as I could, but y'all get the picture. It's really oh, so there's the Ancestral Warden. That's the last guy we need for this. There's still one more item down here. So, I will go take him out, and then it'll highlight the item. Just so you can see. Oh, it's right there. We see it anyway. But it'll highlight it on the map. Zoom in, so if I move, it'll bring the room into full focus. And then it didn't pop because we still got this minion that is attached to that leader. There you go, clue found. And now when I move, yep, there's the chest. So, Sork, you gonna run away? You gonna TP out? Of course you are. You're gonna leave your guy to fight me and then come back and heal him, and didn't heal him fast enough. He's already dead. Sorry, dude. You just failed at your job. Nobody back there. Okay, let's go. Go ahead and get this. It'll end the mission, but I'll go clean up the rest of these guys for the XP. Probably group. I'm stuck on the room dividers. Yep. There's 3 minion here. Not a ton of incarnate experience, but a little bit helps get that thing. And that's it. Alright. So now we should have a call button for Heather. Oh, contacts, not the mission. Yep. Turn it in. Available. Finale. Moment of judgment. Alright. So, this is the end of this arc. And it's just right over there. The side of the overpass and in the sewer. Long corridor sewer mesh map. Lots of guys. Well, girls, Knives of Artemis, but I just say guys interchangeably. As you'll see after I spawn it, a couple rooms. Yep. Again, if you're doing this one for I guess there's not a total defeat all in this chain, but like I say, in the one, you gotta almost defeat half the people on the map anyway because of the glowies. With this one, you can just speed run all the way to the back and save Sigil and Kadabra. So yeah. But again, we're not going to do that because I want the XP for my slots. Oh, how much did we end up with? 64, so I was in between. I said 63 to 65. Man, it's almost like I've played this game a lot. Oh, I have thousands of hours. Sometimes I say that with almost disdain. It's just like, oh my god, I played this game a lot. Man, I wish I was a gamer. Then I'd be like professional. I should have been 7. I didn't need the AoE. She was the only one there. See, I'm not a real gamer. Oh, yeah. Haven't been playing video games since I was 13. Well, even earlier than that, I played cabinet games at the bowling alley and the movie theater and wherever I could find them. Convenience store, pinball machines, video games, Space Invaders, the old, before they were, I mean, I guess you could still kind of call them video games, but Seawolf, oh my god, I love that game. One of my favorites. The torpedo boat submarine game where you're on the sub with kind of the submarine thing, the con, and you're firing torpedoes at ships that go across the back lit screen thing. That's, oh my god. Yeah, those were the days. Space Invaders, and then the newer gen ones with Asteroids and Missile Command and Centipede. Oy, oy, oy. Wow. Pac-Man, of course. Played. Oh, was it not Excited Bike? It was a top-down racer kind of one. It was a track, and you could give off like smoke screens to try to stop the guys that were trying to catch you and ram you. And your 3 to 5 lives, whatever you had in that game. Man, I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. That one was fun. Donkey Kong. The one I was the best at. I got really pretty good at Centipede and Missile Command and Galaga. I really liked Gorf, but I wasn't very good at it, but it was fun. And Phoenix. That one was a fun one. And then 1942, I think. I really liked it. Shoplifter. The Moon Buggy one. I can't remember what that was. That one was pretty fun. No guys there, no guys there. Mad, impetuous days of youth. But Galaga was the only one that I could really roll. Get over 1 million points. Only got it a couple times, but I've done it. I remember the Dolly Parton pinball machine. That was an older transitional one from really old school with the number wheels for the scoring to the Dolly Parton one had Nixie tubes, what they call Nixie tubes, little tubes for the digital scoring, before true digital scoring was, screen scoring was a thing, and I rolled that pinball machine a couple times too. My dad was a manager at the 7-Eleven in Edmond, and I'd go on the weekends to help him out, sweep the lot, work in the cooler, stocking stuff just for fun, and take breaks by. I mean, I wasn't working hard. I was just doing something fun and getting quarters to throw in the pinball machine or the video game cabinet. And yeah, I rolled Dolly Parton several times on the score. And then moved to another store. There was a drag race machine. It was like a video screen and two controls for like a steering wheel and a shifter. And I got good at that game too. At first it was kind of hard, and then I got the hang of it, the rhythm of the shifting and everything, and I got really good at that game. That was fun. I think it was just called Drag Strip or Drag Race or something like that. I was like in the 7th grade, junior high. There they are. There should be another group. Maybe they're up top or stuck in the other back corner over here. Yeah, that's how I got good at Missile Command and Centipede. And then yep, there they are. And then I bowled leagues in Guthrie. And of course, the bowling alley had some some video games, and then there was a small arcade, and we even had a small arcade in Coyle, Oklahoma. Wide spot in the road. It's not even wide anymore because the highway doesn't even go through. Once the bridge got blown out by a flood and the stuff came down and messed up the bridge, they didn't rebuild it. They put the 33 around from Guthrie to Stillwater. Alright, so this is the end of this one, and if you save both of them in the time limit, you get a badge. It's not super hard on a tank. If you're having problems with it, again, you want help, and you've tried it before and you run it again before you get here and you get somebody to tank it for you. If you're DPS, you can always turn it down. I kind of forgot, but I want the XP and I think I can do it. So they're non-targetable. You have to go up and talk to the main Tempest in the center to start the timer, and you have to tell them you want to save both of them. You can choose to just save one or the other, and then you won't get credit toward the badge, because for the badge you have to save both Kadabra and Sigil. So you know, be prepared, because as soon as you talk to them and you say, no, I'm going to save both, I like to kind of get behind her, because I'm going to do an AoE and try to get them all, get some hits in. Yep. So see, you can just take Kadabra, neither of them will die. Kill them both, I really don't care. Again, different flavor text and stuff for each one, but if you do neither will die today, and then you have to be sure, or you can reconsider your options. I'm sure. I'm going to pop my power surge too. Go town, storm. So they are tough, a little tough, but you get 3 minutes, I think, or 2 minutes, whatever it was. I wasn't paying attention. They can do a little involve thing like that, where they will deflect a lot of your stuff, but it doesn't last super long. And you just keep hacking away, you're just not going to do as much damage on them. They'll still take some damage when you start to regen a little bit, but it's not so bad. With mitigation and such, they are starting to fall. Left, and doink, there it is, and there we go. I should have got the badge. Maybe I don't get it until I speak with Sigil. There it is. Yep. You're in the Eye of Vengeance badge, and that, if you go to most recent, of course it'll be at the top. And oh, time saver, I just missed it. You're able to save Kadabra kill and save quite a few members within 2 minutes, so it is 2 minutes. And then the Eye of Vengeance is just for the end of this arc for Heather. Each of the arcs have an ending badge. And then, so yeah, here's your rewards. Super inspiration. I don't have inventory. I don't ever get those anyway. Ethereum merits. Really, I think you only get one. To me, the incarnate, this, because you can get a very rare piece of salvage, is the best way to go. And looky there, I got the rare. Nice. So now to figure out which one I need for this tier 3, I'll just go into create and alpha and cardiac and look at what I need for that, and it's ancient text. So because I want this one, and so I just get an ancient text, and now I'm golden. I might be able to craft that right now. Just depends on how much salvage threads I have. Nope, I'm 10 away. So see, now I could go run Maharaja's thing. Yeah, my thing just wore off, so it made me end crash. Perfect timing while I'm in here. So yeah, I can't totally craft that one yet because I got the ancient text, but now unless I'd picked up one of these that I need. But yeah, I can make one of those. Was it arcane cantrip or genomic analysis? So I'll get the arcane. Now I'm 10 short for the genomic, so I could go do that. But I won't. I am going to probably stop this, take a bio break, and then oh shoot, I didn't turn all my things back on. Let's do that right quick. Let's hope we don't get any aggro over here from the dudes. They're too busy with each other. And I'll go back to Heather and stop this crazy train for a minute and then come back after I take my bio and a little break, and she's just right here anyway. Alright, so that'll be it. I'll stop this and make a second part to this in just a moment. Thank you very much. We will see you later. Stay safe.